Hey guys, this is Carson at Neversink Tools. In my hands, I've got a shade curtain kit for a 12-shelf germination chamber, and I'm going to show you how to install it. It's pretty simple. Comes with a bracket, a couple of curtain rods, carabiners, and shade cloths. So I'm going to set the carabiners and the shade cloth aside. Now, I've done some stuff to prepare for this, and most of that is I took the shelves out of mine so that I can reach the bolts really easily. And the other thing that I did was grab the tools I need. Those are easy. So for the job, you're going to need a 5/32 Allen wrench and a 7/16 socket. You could use like an adjustable wrench, but I prefer a socket. I think it's the way to do it. So we're going to set this stuff down. And we're going to start by taking out 5 bolts. So this is the end without the control. There's a bolt in the top middle. I'm going to take that out. It's the first one. I use a stool. If you don't have a stool, you might have to have somebody help you. I've already loosened them, so you didn't have to watch me loosen them. And then I'm also going to remove the 2 bolts on the control end, the 2 bolts on the facing corner. And that's on the front and the back. If your germination chamber shifted when it shipped, these may be a little more difficult to get out, and to put them back in, you might want to take a 1/4-inch drill bit and just smooth it out a little bit. So I'm going to grab my curtain bar first, and I'm going to figure out which side goes to which. If you can see this, there's an end with a bracket on it. That bracket, when it's installed, should face down, right? So I know this is this side. I'm going to lay it on the ground so I don't get mixed up, and I'm going to take the other one to the other side. I grab my end bracket, and I'm going to install that first. So end bracket is really easy to install. Put your bolt through, reach over and put it through the hole, and put on your nut. These do ship with tape over the set screws. So there's going to be tape here. Go ahead and take that off and back them out. And this one's ready to tighten up, so I'm going to go ahead and tighten it. That's the end bracket installed and ready to receive the rods in a minute. So next I'm going to take one of my rods. I'm going to set it up on top. I'm going to move my stool onto that end. My tool's ready. And first, I'm going to install the bolts loosely. Just let that rest on the end bracket. You can see if you tried to install the wrong one, install the right one on the left side, then it wouldn't work. Your bar would actually hit the door. So you can't really do it wrong as long as you're paying attention. Loosely install the first bolt. Second bolt back in. I'm going to leave these loose until I have them both in pretty far, and then I'll tighten them up. Doesn't matter which order you tighten them up in. I like to ratchet from the inside and just use the T-handle to loosely engage. Like this, I'll kind of turn it, but these are all stainless bolts, so they can gall, so it's much nicer to do it from the inside. Leave these guys nice and flush. Okay, I'm going to move my tools down there, and the next thing to do is to put my carabiners on. So when you're installing these, they have a little spring clip. Put that to the inside. I'll show you why in a minute. 8 on each side, so this side gets 8 clips. 3, 4, 5, 8 clips. Now I'm ready to put the rod into the receiver. So the way this works is, this is going to clamp down on the rod in a minute. I want to make sure that my rod is straight with my germination chamber. And then I also want to make sure that I have plenty of room here to get a clip around the corner. So don't drive it in too deep. I'm going to maybe a little deeper than that. tighten that down, and I'm actually going to use a wrench. Go ahead and tighten it down pretty good. Right? That's going to bite into that rod, keep it really secure. Now the reason I put these in with the clip backwards is when I go to attach my shade cloth, I flip them upside down and I just feed the shade cloth onto the bottom. And then once it's fed on, I flip them back over. So that's one side done. You guys can watch me install the second side. I'm going to set it on top. So I climb up there and then I'm going to loosely install my 2 bolts. Notice the bracket is down, so you want it. This way here. Hey, if you're see how this one, it's kind of coming to the inside. It's not going in the hole perfectly, right? I'm just gonna flex it out just a little bit. See that? That was so easy. So don't worry about it if it's not perfect. Right? I'm going for parallel down here, pretty parallel. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. Right? I'm gonna open it up just a little bit more. Great. And then this one's just gonna be, I just want to be able to get a carabiner past here. See that? Now we're gonna tighten down that bolt. Carabiners are ready to go. Now I'm gonna clip on my shade cloth. All right, so I've got my length, that's my long way, so I'm going to bring those corners together. And what that gives me is it gives me a fold that's 6 feet and this is 12 feet long. So that means right there, that's what I'm going to put over my first carabiner. I'm going to go and get my last one here, right? And I'm going to put that on. So if you flip your carabiner backwards, see how easy that is? Now I can flip it back over, right? Now what you want to do is you don't want to flip it back this way. You want to flip it that way so it stays away from the clip. All right, so I'm going to grab my cloth, right? I'm going to stretch it out and run it back up, right? So I've stretched it out. This is my fold here. I want to make sure these line up. Rotate it over until they line up. Now I know that's my other end. So I'm going to take my last carabiner and I'm going to put it on. Right? Same thing here. Just pull it all the way through and then flip it away from you. That sets it. So now I'm going to close my door and pull that all the way down. Right? Got one there. I've got one there. Now I can just go through and every 8 inches or so, I'm going to hook some on. Hook it on, right? Flip it away from me at the top. 8 inches or so. To my next one. Hook it on. Flip it away from me at the top. Super easy. Stake these out. I can tell they're going to work out pretty well. 8 inches or so. Right? Flip it away from me. Got 3 more. I need one right in the middle. Just eyeballing it. It's about 8 to 10 inches you're going to have between carabiners. Last 2 on, flip it away from me, and that's done. Have the shade cloth on, pull it around the corner, covers the door completely, and then when you want to open the door, slide it all the way around to the end, and you have full access. Right? Kind of the storage area for the, right? You put them, if you want more sun in there, you can put them all the way there.